How's it going, Vicky? Let me pull up the chat window. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have fun for a few minutes testing out a couple more things on the stream, but we're going to also do learn a few jazz songs, and we're going to do it on instruments we don't really play or play well at all. So I love the flute, the sound of the flute, and one thing that I realize is that you can't just play the flute, once a month. I'm finding that out. Anyway, I'm not a flute player, just for fun. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to make a list, and the reason I'm making a list is because I want us to learn a bunch of different tunes that you guys like to play. Let's stick with jazz tunes right now, and let's do, it could be jazz or blues standards, either one, and let's just make a list of songs we want to learn. And even if you have an instrument you want to learn, I would encourage you, if you have one laying around, to try to dig into something different than just whatever your main instrument is. If nothing else, just for the enjoyment of doing it. Okay, so let's pick a song. Let's go through it, and then I'll make sure to turn on. I'll have to find a backing track for it. I don't want this stream to get flagged by me pulling up, copyrighted material and things like that. So let's go ahead. All right, Vicky. You guys go easy on me now. And remember that the goal is that you guys have to do this too. We're going to do this together. All right, so Vicky, I'll let you have the first tune. And let's start pretty simple. We're making a list of tunes that we want to learn and that will be fun to play again when we actually really learn them, and maybe even on our own instruments. The ones, our main instruments. Okay, let's see. Moonlight in Vermont, okay? Let me pull up the backing track. All right, let's see. I'll make sure the backing track is loud enough too. thank you for the person that just subscribed. Really appreciate that. So that's a great tune, Vicky. Tell me about the level of the flute. I can't change the notes, but the level of the flute. Okay, I think I've kind of got that melody down. So you also have to do that too, Vicky. Thanks again for the subscription there. It's awesome to get a sub. And I'm going to write that down. Moonlight in Vermont. Moonlight in Vermont. I will say this, as we go through these, we will be doing some piano things related to that. So like I'll do, as we learn these tunes, I'll like teach you how to play, jazz trio or solo piano, Moonlight in Vermont. Because I know a lot of these on piano, so. Anyway, you get the idea. But now we are playing jazz songs, learning jazz songs on instruments we don't play well. Okay, what's another one? And do let me know about the difference in the volume on this. This is also another test. What's another standard? Blue skies. Oh, caravan. Now you just did two. That's really illegal to do that.
Mobile popped over this wireless battery bank for an unboxing. Let's check this thing out and see what we got inside. This thing
Yeah, that backing track's definitely too loud. Yeah, way to go, Vicky. Other than playing extremely sharp in the high register, I apologize for that. I kind of can fake my way through the melody of that. So just remember, Vicky, you called that one, so you have to do that as well. Let me write that down, Caravan. All right, Blue Skies, that'll be interesting. I like how I said start simple. Oh, let me turn this back up. all you real brass players and flute players, uh, several of my keys are stuck. So when I'm really flat, give me a little grace, because the thing doesn't come up all the way. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to say that I kind of know that based on that. Okay, so I'm going to write Blue Skies down as an option. All right, once again, for anybody who's joining, just now joining, what we're doing is we're working on learning a bunch of tunes, and we're trying to learn different instruments. Okay, so I would encourage you guys to pick up a new instrument and have fun with it. This stuff, we don't need to take ourselves too seriously all the time, and we can learn all the licks and patterns and things like that. But the most important thing is to have fun with it, learn a lot of actual songs. So this is just a fun way of doing it. And I can totally make a fool of myself and have fun with it. But my goal is to encourage you guys to also make a lot of music and have fun, most of all. All right, so Blue Skies, we've got that. Body and Soul, let's do that. And if you are liking this, even if you don't like my attempt at playing these things on flute, at least show me in the chat, or give me a like there, just so I know you guys are with me. I'm making this list, and I'll send it to whoever wants it. Just learning tunes. Let's get a repertoire of tunes we can play at least the melody to.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire...
All right, Body and Soul. Once again, thanks for starting easy, Vicky. I'm going to count that as I can sort of fake my way through that. I'm going to write that down, Body and Soul. Once again, Vicky, thank you for the recommendation there, Body and Soul. Way to start easy, because I can't wait to test you at our next lesson. Okay, so thank you for recommending Summertime. Let's try that one. we go. All right, let's call that one good. I can fake my way through the melody in that. And that was a great recommendation. Take a note of that, Vicky. I said start easy. I'm having fun with you, of course. All right, so we'll write down summertime. For those of you guys that are joining, thank you so much for checking out the stream. This is all about having fun learning and playing an instrument you don't know well. Also having fun learning a lot of tunes. So these wind instruments, trumpet, flute, saxophone, they take consistency, and that's something that that I need to learn more about. Is you can't just pick it up after 3 months. Okay, what's another song? Let's get somebody else to recommend a song. Or Chandra. Vicky, I see yours up there, which we'll get to. The only one I haven't done yet so far is what? On the Street Where You Live or Don't Get Around Much. Okay. We'll give somebody else a shot since you've recommended like 10, and then we'll go to one of yours. I'll tell you what, we'll do one of yours, and then if somebody puts it in, I'll do a short version of Don't Get Around Much. Just try that. Man, this is a cool backing track. I like the sound of it. So this is Eagle Heart Jazz Channel. Y'all need to go check that out. That's pretty cool. We'll have to see what else they have. listen to that piano solo. I'm going to try to not play as sharp. When you get higher up there in this register, it definitely goes sharp. And if you really suck at it, it also doesn't help. Let's do that one again. Yeah, just that backing track has tons of really cool licks there in the middle of it. Yeah, sorry about the out of tuneness. I can't do much about it today. All right, what's another song? We're going to call that one good. No, you should not get a flute. Well, you got a lot of piano work that you sound great on piano. Stay on piano. All right, what's another song? Somebody else from the group. Thank you for the thumbs up, everyone. It really helps to at least know you're having fun with this. All right. Well, it doesn't just have to be jazz standards, like from the popular repertoire. It could be a jazz song that when I'm a jazz, like a bebop head, hopefully it'd be simple, or maybe some blues heads, things like that. Let's get a few different songs. The ballads are kind of fun, I'll have to admit, but we could learn a swing tune or two. Anybody else? Anyone? Let's see. Any other songs? You know, Stella by Starlight. That's a great choice. Let's see if we can do it. All these requests, I'll say this once again. Everybody else, you're going to take this list and try to play it on another instrument, or if you're just a one instrument person, you just play the piano. I would love for you guys to learn these melodies. I think we sit around and we can do lots of jazz patterns and licks and things, but often like learning tunes is what it's all about, being able to play melodies and stuff. And it's the one thing that pays you, right? When you go out and actually play a gig, they love to hear the melody. People love to hear the melody. Okay, so let's do Stella by Starlight and see if we can make that. Also, it's kind of fun just to learn a different instrument, because it kind of has gives you a different perspective when you're learning an instrument, when you're teaching an instrument, especially to beginners, which I am a total noob. All right, we're going to call that good. That's a great choice. I love that tune. And, again, being not a flute player and having to play up in the higher register is interesting, because in addition to, you have to have a good embouchure and be able to hold the notes up there. As you get up there, the different fingerings and just the tuning on it is an issue for sure. So that's cool. And the fact that it was a ballad made me stay up there and hold, one note at a time. So Stella, that was a good choice though. Thank you for doing that. And thank you guys for leaving thumbs up if you like this. And if you give me a thumbs up, I'm hoping that you want to take the challenge, and let's build this list together and let's learn melodies. You don't have to play it perfect, but it actually really helps your playing by ear, even on a new instrument or the instrument, your main instrument. Okay, what's another song? In the Wee Small Hours? All of those are really good that you just mentioned. I'll take Romance. I want to listen to In the Wee Small Hours. That's a ballad, but that's a good one. And then I've Got the World on a String would be fun to learn as well. All right, somebody else. We need. So far we've had 2 people request different songs. I'm looking for a third. We need another person to join this list of learning a bunch of songs. Let me see what they have out there for I've Got the World on a String. That'll be a nice challenging. Da, 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 da. I think like Tony Bennett. That's where I think I first heard him singing that. Oh, this is that Eagle Heart backing track. Let's see what this sounds like. Yeah, these guys are doing a really good job with the backing tracks. Man, make sure you guys follow this Eagle Heart. Every single backing track we pulled up has been really, really awesome. All right, so what do I like about that tune that we just did? It has a lot of really cool arpeggios and also just some really neat changes. And then they went up a half step down, kind of went outside of the key for a second, which is really cool. So you can do 2-5-1 out of the key when you do that. But let me do that one again just for the sake of learning the tune and the melody, and then we'll move on to another one. Somebody else recommend another song to add to the list. These are really good. play that high A up there, but I have no idea what the fingering is. All right, what's another tune? That was a great one. Let's write that down. I think I faked my way up enough to put it on the list. And when you make this list, or when I send you a copy of this list, go ahead and pick one of the songs and try to learn it by ear. And if you're not used to doing that, and if you're like me and that you don't know, like you're not as familiar with the instrument that you're on, try to pick one song. Like we could put these in order. Summertime that Chandra recommended was perfect. All right, what's another one? I'm looking at yours, Vicky, but I'm hoping that somebody else is going to recommend one real quick. What are some other good? I will look up in the wee small hours while we are waiting on somebody else to recommend one. Vicky, I will have to say that was a really good choice. Putting that on the list for sure. Ooh, my favorite things. All right, now, I'm still looking for the next person. I love your suggestions, Vicky. Doing great. But let's have somebody else. A jazz song, a backing track, a blues, something that has to be with a blues, a backing track, so we don't get copyright violation. Who knows? I got a copyright violation on playing on the backing track fairly recently. That was interesting. In the wee small. Okay. Let's see. My favorite things. If you guys want me to attempt my favorite things, then give me some more thumbs up. We have 4. We have 6 people watching right now. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. A couple of quick updates while I'm waiting for some more thumbs up, or somebody else just say hello in the chat. That'd be awesome. A couple of things. I have a really cool team of people at iMusic Academy now. There are people that are creating courses. There are people that are helping with everything administratively. It's kind of crazy to think like that, but it's true. I have a full-time assistant who's doing an amazing job. I'm on Discord now, which we have kind of the iMusic Academy group of people who are doing some practicing that are joining it. So I have a bunch of students online. I give weekly lessons, but I also, for those that are interested, I have tons of free courses. Mostly for piano. That is my actual instrument. And but I have blues courses and jazz courses and 50 Days to Flying Fingers for your piano chops. But I also have people like Phil DeGreg, incredible jazz pianist. How's it going? Good to see you. And Felipe Coelho is a Brazilian guitarist. He's absolutely fantastic. He has a course coming out on Friday. And Stuart Mack is a trumpet player from New York. We did a course together. It's really cool. It's actually, we made it for all instruments, so all different transpositions, and people from all instruments have been getting the course. I actually have my free jazz course. I say it's free. It's $22 normally, but I'm giving away that for all those people who bought the Stuart Mack jazz thing. So it's like 20 licks, bebop, trumpet licks, and he's an amazing jazz trumpeter. And but anyway, go check out all the resources at iMusic Academy. But here's the cool thing. We have all these people that are practicing and learning. And so part of what I'm doing now, in addition to having fun learning other instruments, we're learning songs, is I'm doing a lot of accountability. I don't want to just sell courses and things, but I love interacting with my students, encouraging them. And so these streams and even doing this right now helps me see not the quality of the playing right now necessarily, but I'm testing out my equipment. I've had people help set up the stream, things like that. So at night, Tuesday nights at 8 is when I'm doing all my my actual live stream for practicing. But I'm starting to do a lot more. So anyway, yeah, definitely say hello in the chat. I would love to hear from you guys. And I'm always interested in what you guys want to learn. Whatever it is, we'll do it. Like the next thing I'm doing is a funk thing. Like I have some blues courses and things that are almost done, but I've had this new thing. People have emailed me about funk stuff. So we're going to be doing some very basic things, like you take a chord like this, right? And then you learn about the rhythm of funk. And there are different kinds of inversions and things you can learn. And just basics at first, you just learn how to use the octave and the fifth. And then and how to turn the beat around and stuff like that. So I've been writing out all these ideas of how do you take somebody who doesn't know anything about funk rhythm or how to apply it. And it's very simple. It starts off with just like getting to just using octaves, 4 on the floor. And then you start by introducing triads. And there's so many triads and different ways to do it. But then you just do simple variations. So, and just learning how to use the syncopated feel. But it's baby steps. start off with that. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling going in. I'm just really excited for everything that's going on at iMusic Academy. So here we go. Let's go ahead and do, what was the next one you guys recommend? Oh, all right. So let's do my favorite things. Once again, Vicky picks out an easy one, right? All right, let me clean that up and then we're good. All right, I'm going to call that one good. What's another one? That was a great call. It was a little on the advanced side, but it was a good call. Yeah, so as you guys are recommending these tunes, I want you to think about a couple of things like this. let's do some tunes that you also are going to be able to play, and some of the easier melodies might be what we might be shooting for. Oh, I'll tell you. Here's one that's fun to think through. Is with Stevie Wonder, his birthday was this last week, and so I always love the tune. Now, again on flute. This is not going to be good, but the concept of the pentatonic break that's so cool. Let me look.
So Lit Mobile just sent me this solar wireless battery pack. I'm excited. Let's see what's inside.
Okay, so So I'm starting the lick on the fifth of like E major or the major pentatonic. So you have so I start on B, C sharp, and then go up. One, and then two, and it's one, ba da 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 da. So on beat two, one. Let's say one, two, and then so it's the second triplet. 1, 2, da da. 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 1. That's it. I was telling y'all wrong. Let's try that again.
Lit Mobile just sent me this solar wireless battery pack. I'm excited. Let's see what's inside.
Yeah, so when your flute embouchure, or whatever I think I have, which is not very good, when you lose your lip and your chops are gone, those notes like the E note, which is not that high to a real flute player, are hard to get out. All right, let's go ahead and do a few more. Autumn Leaves, great call. Now that's a good one. Which key do you want to do Autumn Leaves in? You know, you hear a lot of people doing lots of different keys on Autumn Leaves, and in the real book, the one is E minor in the standard real book, but a lot of people like the G minor version of that as well. And both, you need to know both. We'll see, this might be loud. All right, we're going to call that good. And that was definitely a great one. Autumn Leaves. All right, so Vicky, since you're one of my students, you get to do the awesome job of, I'm going to take a screenshot of these and send them to you so you can do an actual real list that I'll be able to send out. All right, does anybody have any other, those are great recommendations there. On Green Dolphin is good. All right, until somebody else recommends one, I guess I'll try Green Dolphin. That's a good one to add to the list. I'm still looking for a few more people to think about songs and or instruments you want to learn, but some melodies to add to your list, because I don't think that I think we all get into things where we're learning the same tunes over and over, or we're practicing the same tunes over and over, and there's so many great tunes out there. I disagree with that. It's good to see you, by the way. I think you know more than that. By the way, that piano video you sent me was really cool. I enjoyed watching that. All right, now let's do a little test of knowledge for you guys. So we've done a lot of jazz standard from the standard repertoire. And so what about some simple blues heads that we should learn that we can actually add into our repertoire? When I say blues, I'm talking about jazz blues heads. Easy ideas of melodies that are out there to learn. I mean, we should pull up a blues at some point. We've done a lot of standards, but There are some really good tunes out there for improv and learning, and then you take those ideas and put them in your own playing. There's the guy. Giant steps in C sharp. Is there a backing track in C sharp? Which we should play along with one of Felipe's songs. Do you have a really good ballad? I want to butcher it on flute. Smile, as in. Let's try that. So, for those of you guys who are watching and hanging out, make sure that you go follow this guy right now who's on. So, Felipe Coelho is one of my best friends. We knew each other from college, and he's such a gifted guitarist. And he is a part of iMusic Academy. He's been for a long time, but we've done a lot of living room session courses and things like that. But we recently did a course on hybrid technique for right hand, and he's a brilliant guitarist. So even if you're not a guitarist, you can learn a lot from this video that's coming out this Friday. But anyway, it is mostly geared towards guitarists. But anyway, his music is what I think you'll fall in love with, and just his musicianship. So go to Felipe Coelho, click on his icon there. I think it'll take you to his channel, and go put a little hashtag iMusic Academy in one of the comments so that he knows that you guys are coming over there to follow him. Anyway, so we have a cool little course coming out Friday, and but anyway, brilliant composer, arranger, and I think you'll love his music. He's done even orchestra stuff. Like, he's the real deal when you go check him out. 7-string guitar, flamenco, the fastest technique you'll ever hear. So anyway, we got to get him to slow down and play some swing. Anyway, all right, so if you're enjoying this fun, play an instrument you don't play and learn a bunch of tunes, then please like this this stream, and I'll just leave this up. Even with all the playing sharp, playing out of tune, not playing an instrument I normally play, I'm going to keep it up. But definitely say hello in the chat. All right, here we go. Let's try Smile.
Yeah.
That's not it, and that's not Felipe.
Dude,
Hold on.
this thing has changed my life. All you're hearing is the sound.
I call him that good. Also, yeah. So I like how all these songs y'all are choosing has the one where my A key sticks. So in addition to being sharp, and I'm also flat at many times. All right, that was a good call though, Felipe. How did let's see. We're gonna write that down and call it good. So funny story about Felipe. When we were in college, he played guitar in the band. I played piano, and we had this guy. Or Felipe was out. He was out doing something, so he wasn't at rehearsal. And so I told him, he's really competitive. That's probably one reason why he's so good. He's always learning and studying and wanting to be the best. Is why he is the best at his instrument. So I told him that this 14-year-old kid came in and sat in with the band. This is in college. 14-year-old kid came in the band, sat in with us, and he played I think I said it was Blues for Alice at 220 in octaves, and that his nickname was Wind. So anyway, and Felipe got really jealous really quick that a 14-year-old guitarist could play octaves so fast, and his name was Wind. So we've had a lot of fun with that. We have a lot of fun inside jokes. Okay, so what's another tune? There you go. C sharp. All right, Vicky, I'm banning you from recommending songs until somebody else does. We need some more people. I love your songs. These are great requests. That's a good one too. My chops are so dead. You're not as fast as Wind. All right, I'm going to go another 15 minutes. So let's do a few more tunes. All right, somebody whoever follows Felipe on Instagram. On Instagram too, but on YouTube. Go ahead and follow him, and then put in the chat that you followed him. By the way, Philippe, I need to talk to you tonight because I have an idea that I want to give away something to the people that are getting your course on Friday. I want to take I'll just tell you now, I want to give all the living room sessions away as a part of the package. So I think that'd be really cool, the living room lessons. All right, what are some other tunes? You give me a chance to rest my lack of flute chops. That would be fun to go and butcher one of your songs, Billy. Let's see.
I can't believe China's blaming the US for this whole virus thing. All right. We're calling that good. Honeysuckle Rose. Now my chops are really going. All right, a couple more tunes. Let's do that. Let's find a song from Felipe. All right. All right, this is not to
This one is not to play along with, but just want to listen to it together. All right, here we go. I'll tell you why in just a second. Yeah, so the reason we're playing that is because we were just talking about bad mixes, and when people record and there are too many highs, that's what we were talking about. Hold on a second. All right, so let me stop this. God, this guy just won't stop playing. So the reason we were listening to that is because, or the reason we had all those technical things. So I was trying to plug in my camera so you guys could see that. I wanted you to see his video of him actually playing. All right. So any last requests before we sign off? It's been fun. Remember, the goal is to learn some tunes. We're going to make a list of these. Felipe, one thing we could do very soon is to do a dual stream, or I could have you on as a guest and you could do a guitar stream. That'd be great. Let me pull the window up one more time. Yep. All right. We have to at least end on doing a fun tune. What are some good standards that you like? Anyone? I got to add a couple of random jazz songs. Invitation, that's a good one. But these are songs that we want people to learn. All right. We have to at least end on doing a fun tune. What are some good standards that you like? Anyone? I got to add a couple of random. Okay, stablemates. All right, you go do your coffee. Stablemates. Definitely want to learn that. That's awesome that my stream is doing this awesome, cool thing. It's totally flaking out. All right, I'm going to play one more. Let me think of what I want to finish with. I got it. Oh, hey, before I play this, there's something I need to tell you guys.
Hit one note and put a bass drum on it, and that's
And that is, I have brand new backing tracks coming out tomorrow. And let me tell you just a little bit about them. One of the backing tracks is, I think it's a B-flat blues, and it starts off at a super slow tempo, and then it goes, each chorus is like one click faster. So that's going to be up. I probably put it up tonight, but it'll be up tonight or in the morning. I'll plan on tonight. And then the other thing is I'm going to start to do a lot of ear training courses. And basically I have a backing track that's coming out that is random 2-5-1s. So I'm going to give you a lick to play. And as you hear, I have all these ear training ideas of things that are coming out, but I'm starting simple. And I'll give you a simple lick that you're going to do over a random 1 hour backing track. The backing track is already done. So which one would you guys like to for me to put up first? The blues in B flat that starts off very slow and for at least 30 minutes or 40 minutes, something like that, speeds up every beat, every chorus. Or do you want to do the other one, which is the random 2-5-1s, where I give you a lick to play and you use your ear by knowing which key we're in? Both, in my opinion, will be very helpful.
That's my tune.
This class is just a good primer for anyone.
I'm going to call that good. So here's a fun fact. If you don't play a certain instrument, like if you're a beginner like I am, a noob, and you play flute, it's kind of totally different muscles if you try to play the trumpet. And I have not been very good about trying to play the trumpet, but I played it yesterday and the day before, and I was switching back between playing the trumpet and trying to play the flute. But to me it's easier to try to go to flute if you've been playing the trumpet, and I suck at trumpet. But anyway, I'd be even curious if I can get a note out. Let me try. And trumpet is one of those things, you guys probably know this, but it takes a lot of work to keep up the trumpet. And no, Vicky, you're not supposed to go out and buy a trumpet. That's impossible to do. Alright, this is the last one for today. I probably will do a piano stream tonight, an actual real practice session. Let me go ahead and do this. I definitely don't have the chops to try trumpet. But I will do, I'm thinking about, you guys want me to do a stream tonight for piano? Let me know. All right, here's a Name That Tune. Oh, wait, hold up a second. All right, that was a lot of fun, guys. I have played more trumpet or flute than I have in a really long time, unfortunately. Thanks so much for hanging out on the stream, goofing off. We're going to compile this list and be thinking of standard tunes that you want to learn on piano or any other instrument. And then I would be curious to know who's going to take me up on learning a different instrument. Anyone know what tune that was? I know I didn't play it all that well. Oh, thank you for saying that I sounded good on the trumpet. Kevin, what's up, Kevin? How are you doing? Kevin is you're a trombone, aren't you? Actually, so what you have seen today is a non-flute and trumpet player try to play too much on the same day. But if you remember what this stream is for, it is to get our repertoire together, right? I'll read you guys the tunes that were suggested. And Vicky she's actually one of my piano students. And so we're going to make a list of all these tunes. And if you're just joining, I just want to go over what we did today and what I want you guys to do. So iMusic Academy, we have lots of awesome things going on. We have incredible people from Felipe, who was just on earlier, for his guitar stuff. We just filmed a course with him. Stuart Mack, the amazing trumpeter from New York, he's awesome, and his course is really fun. And if you guys go get that, it's for all instruments, and I'm still throwing in the free jazz, the jazz course in there. So it's normally like $22, but I said anybody who buys Stuart's thing, we're gonna throw in the easy jazz piano course, which is pretty cool. And then Phil DeGreg, who is a brilliant jazz pianist, is on board for teaching at iMusic Academy, and he's done things with me in the past, but he's such an amazing jazz piano player. But here's what we're doing with my weekly students, my piano students. We're doing a lot of accountability things. So it's not that. So almost everybody who is on the streams, who are my students, weekly students, you guys already have my courses, right? I have 3 blues volumes. I have a jazz volume. Have the 50 Days to Flying Fingers. But I love the accountability of learning this stuff. So like, blues example 1. When we take that, it's like that doesn't mean anything if, one, you don't put it in the context of a tune, and the other thing is you got to be able to transpose these ideas into all keys. So I like to teach the idea of like taking one simple idea, like this is the very first lick that I did in my blues course. And then you say, well, how am I going to play that in D flat? How am I going to play it in D? And then really to play that into all keys, there's only 2 fingerings. And so normally I have my top view down. I don't know what's going on with that camera. But if I was doing a piano stream, you'd be able to see the keys. But it's just like teaching, all right, there are only 2 fingerings you have to learn. It's this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 5. And then there's an alternate fingering for the slide key, for the sharp keys, where you have to hammer on that flat third to major third. So anyway, I like to teach people to be able to play things in all keys and learn how to practice and things like that. So in addition to learning material, you have to learn songs. So today was about keeping things fun, about kind of just doing a fun challenge to learn a new instrument, or try to. Sometimes we don't like to practice the instrument that is our main instrument, and we're not as motivated, but it's kind of cool figuring out a new instrument. As a matter of fact, Stuart Mack, who, again, he's world-class trumpet player, and he's been playing a lot of piano lately, and he was telling me how much he's enjoying that, and he sounds great. But it's just the idea of picking up something, an instrument that you normally don't play, learning how to do it, and then you'll start to play different than you would if you were just playing the piano. We can make our fingers wiggle a lot of cool plays, but if you start thinking like a horn player, you go da, da, ba, da, ba. So like you start thinking like a horn section or a singer, and you start singing lines. I always make my students sing their lines if we're doing stuff. So anyway, all right. So today's stream, if you guys liked it, let me know. Leave me a comment. Send me an email. Let me know what your struggles are when it comes to practicing. what you want to work on. I get a lot of emails, which have been really encouraging of what people seem to enjoy. I'm always here to help. I do have tons of free material. I have books and courses and things on my website, imusicacademy.com. But I always work with people who have financial issues. I just believe that it's really important. If somebody truly has a financial issue, I will work with you and make sure you have what you need. So don't worry about that. But if you can support iMusic Academy in any way, I would really appreciate that. I have an awesome team right now, and it is, I'm definitely taking care of the people who are helping me with iMusic Academy, and I'm paying them weekly, and I'm very thankful for everything they do for me. So your donations and courses are greatly appreciated, but it's not necessary if you can't afford it. All right, so with all of that said, I probably will do a stream tonight, and it'll be a piano stream. And I think what I'm going to do is go back to this bass line, the alternate bass line. So I'll give you a quick preview, and then I'll get off. I know I've been saying that for the last 45 minutes, but I'm kind of been inspired by how awesome the community of iMusic Academy has been going. So I'm interacting with you guys. I'm giving lessons. I'm doing all kinds of fun things and creating courses. So I'm doing this a lot. I'm thankful for it. Okay, so tonight what I'll talk about is I'll pick up where we were the other night. Is we have this first example from iMusic Academy. Quick note, my most popular video has almost 900,000 views. It starts off with this right here, and you can go get the chart right now. If you want to see the fingerings and the sheet music, go download it. It's free, and it'll go right to your email. But anyway, we use this. So all my blues courses go with this bass line right here. Well, I started thinking, well, let me do different alternate bass lines. So the next course that comes out, and we're almost done with it, is one course is coming out this Friday, the other is next Friday. I can't remember which one. But we do alternate bass lines. So if you just change the bass, same lick. Same fingering for F. Same thing for G. So then you have that idea, and then here's another bass line with a different lick. Listen. Now, that is kind of complicated when you start thinking about the rhythm, but there's just a certain way you have to think about it in order to play it right. And the way you do that specific idea, and this is all detailed out in the course, is you have to break it down into triplets. 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then 1 and then 2, 3 and then 4 and then 1 and then 2. So it's just learning how to put things together mathematically. All right, I'm here if you guys need me. Bob at imusicacademy.com is the way you can email me. Check me out on the website. You can sign up, download a bunch of free material as well. I'm here if you guys need anything. It's been a lot of fun. And do send me an email and tell me if you've learned any other instrument, if you're learning a lot of melodies, a lot of songs and things like that. You guys have been awesome, a lot of fun. Have an awesome